Hello, welcome back to Joyful Sundays. I have a new guest. It's Sunday early in the morning. I'm almost still in bed with my mind, but well, I'm going to wake up because I have a beautiful friend and a good heart sitting next to me. I'm very excited. I was waiting almost 2 months to catch this dude. Yeah, he is busy as hell, and I'm very excited that he's here spending his Sunday with me, his beginning of the Sunday. So, how was your Sunday so far?
Sunday's been good. Sundays are usually very, very good to me. It's my time to just get prepared for the week. I kind of take it slow and just like enjoy the day. That's my one day out of the week where it's just usually like just get to enjoy it. Like
Good.
just be in the moment and just chill, relax, and just take it slow.
So, I met Quasi through running. I met a lot of very cool, inspiring people through running. Um, so, Quasi, tell us a little bit about you, about your work, and also about what are you working on at the moment?
Sure.
Yeah, because he's so busy, he doesn't even have the time to tell me.
So my name is Kwazi Kessie. I'm from New York City, specifically the Kingdom of Harlem, Harlem World, Uptown. Very proud of that. I'm a wardrobe stylist, celebrity stylist, your favorite stylist, as well as Adidas Runners, Harlem Captain. I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm a best friend to a lot of people. I'm a godfather to a lot of kids.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so that's like who I am. Yeah, that's who I am.
Good. Oh, you're busy anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that's my nature is just to
Yeah.
stay busy.
Yeah, me too.
Like I just like being occupied with. I like to check stuff off. Like did that, going to do that,
Me too.
gotta do this. So like that's my whole like that's what like keeps me like alive is to check things off.
Yeah, honestly, it's very interesting because Quasi and I, we are both Scorpios, and I think we connected so strongly because we saw each other, and Scorpios always have a vibe with each other. They are
you
like,
can tell like.
yeah. You're like,
when's your birthday? Oh,
Yeah.
Scorpio. Yeah.
and for me, it's the same. It's in my character and my nature to achieve things, to change for the good, to develop, to
Yeah.
grow, to help others, to be busy. Also, I think I would be very depressed if I not have something to do for a long term. For like a day. Okay, even with a day. I would
it's
be
like,
bored after like.
You want to make something up to do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I like New York City because it's like it's a constant like it's a constant wheel of motion. Like it's always something to do, it's something to be done. That's why I love like the energy of New York because it's like I like to call it like a heartbeat, and like the subways are like the vessels, and they transport people to jobs, places, etc., etc. But I just love the city because it has that energy of like if you're not doing something, then somebody else is doing
Yeah.
it, and you know what I'm saying? Like you're falling behind. So that's why I love being here. It keeps me like alive
Yeah, me too.
and accountable. It keeps you accountable too.
Yeah. So, if you think about your goals for this year, I mean, the year just have started, but we already had breakfast. Normally, I do breakfast afterwards, but I asked him for his goal. He didn't stop. He didn't stop. He had like 10 goals.
Yeah,
I was like, I will ask you this question in the interview in a second, but yeah, maybe not more than like 10.
Yeah, I got a lot of goals. So I like to break my goals up into like physical goals, financial goals, career goals. So I have like long-term goals. I have yearly
Short-term,
goals. I got
middle term,
right, yeah. So
very, very short term,
yeah.
now term goals.
So
No.
I was talking with Joyce earlier, and one of my goals was to get my mom a house. So I did that. She's a homeowner in North Carolina with the rest of like 90% of my family. So That's one goal checked off for 2020. Another one is to get super ripped and super fit.
I was like, what does even ripped mean? But it's toned.
Toned,
you know?
but like toned is like toned. I want to get ripped, like shredded, like abs, pecs. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm training every day. And it's one thing to have goals, but it's like you have to have a plan to attain those goals. Like, you can have goals forever, you know, dreams, hopes, aspirations, but you got to have a plan, like how you're going to get to those goals. So physically, I want to get ripped. In terms of running, I want to do the Berlin Marathon. What up, Berlin? In less than, in like 3:30 or less. That's a goal that I think is attainable, especially if I'm going to be super ripped. And I just got to train towards it, and I can do it.
You can do it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Career-wise, in terms of wardrobe styling, one of my long-term goals is to do costume design for movies. But in the interim, in between time, I just want to get more clients. I work with celebrities now, but I want to get more clients and just be more busy. What else? Other goals? I'm just
reality. You need to have a podcast. You need to have a reality.
Yes.
There's so much.
Yes. Also, you're right. There's Joyce reminded me. I'm like, I've been working on this idea of a podcast for 5 years. I have a deck. I presented it to brands. They loved it, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just like, doing this with Joyce is making me realize that I need to get on my game. You know what I mean? Like, this is very much motivational, inspirational, because Joyce is doing it. And like, for those out there that are watching this, like, you have to just do it. Like, it's really like just about matter of you literally just waking up and being like, I'm gonna do it no matter what. You know. And so I applaud you because you're making it happen, and that's a beautiful thing. So hopefully you'll be a guest on mine as well.
Of course.
Yeah, so those are some goals, as well as just help my friends and family reach their goals. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's super important.
To grow with each other, to lift each other's up, you know, it's a process.
Absolutely. If anybody needs something, it's like, I got you. It may take a month or 2 months, but I got you, you know? But yeah, definitely just to help my
If he shows up, he's there. No, he always shows up, but you have to catch him, you know? He's so busy.
There's a lot going on.
I was texting him like 5 times. I'm like, Quasi, when are we going to do this interview? Quasi, no reply. Quasi,
I'm here.
You know?
I'm here.
Yeah, but it's honestly, it's the same. I think it's not. It's how can I say it best? I think the way we are, I can understand you so good because you're not laying on the couch and having your legs up. You are busy, and if you say, Joyce, I can't, I accept it, I respect it, and I know you're busy. But I know when we have the time, it's like we would have not seen each other for like a year or so, you know. But it has the feeling we saw each other last week, you know. And that's actually a big gift, that you have a connection with a person, and if he's there, he's truly himself, and he's truly like uplifting and real and focused, and that's something very special, you know, because you can meet a person 3 times a week, but you still think he's with the head somewhere else, you know. He's just bodily there, like physically there, but not mindly there. But that's also always like when I was thinking about last year when we had this like talks in New York, you know, they were always so highly inspirational, and it made me always feel I came out of it in a way like really uplifted, good mood, you know, and a really good mood, you know. And I think that's something very special, because it's about exchanging energy, positive energy, and not like, you know, that's, you know, you meet sometimes you're like, you know,
you leave it feeling like, you just want to lay down. Yeah.
And I think that's something very special. So tell me a little bit, I saw it on social media, but tell me a little bit more about this thing you're doing with your roots, you know. We have both African roots. Your family background is from Ghana, mine is from Cameroon, but can you tell me a little bit more what's going on there?
Yeah, for sure. So this week was Ghana independence. So I was on a panel just discussing the year of the return.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2019, during the holiday from like Christmas to around New Year's,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people from the African diaspora came back to Ghana just to like rediscover their roots, go to the Elmina Castle, which was the slave castles. They had different parties, cultural events,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just like to, for a lot of people, it was just like to touch the continent maybe for the first time, or to come back and to see where they can reinvest, or to come back and see where they could help. You know what I mean? Even help people on the ground that's already there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a year of it's been Ghana Made, which is it was a panel. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a brunch. It's a whole host of events, but it's all centered around the Ghanaian independence, which happened March 6, 1957.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a big celebration, but along with it comes with like the panel, which is very cultural information, parties just to celebrate and to come together and just commune and just have fun. You know what I mean? Just within that whole Ghana independence. So
You look like you have had a blast
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Ghana. We
No,
were
it
all
was-
following on Instagram, and
it was
even my friend who's following you, who met you in Berlin, he was like, "Oh, I would love to be there with Kwasi. I think he having a good time.
it's
Colors, sun, food, brothers, sisters, music, culture, history." You were like, bop, 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 you know?
Yeah, it was great because I brought 3 friends that had never been to Ghana before. 2 of them have been to the continent, but they never been to Ghana. So when they came and they were like, "This is the best trip that they ever had," period, like, period, like, across the world, I was just like, yes. You know what I mean? It feels good to come back to a place. This was my 3rd time going there, December 2019, and I knew where stuff was. I took them to my family house. My sister made them food. She made them bracelets. So it was just like, it felt like home to me, meaning like, even though my pops is from there, it's just like, this is the 3rd time I've been there, but it felt so like, I felt like, oh, I know where this is. Let's come with me this way. My friend is over here. It's just like, I felt like a second home outside of New York City. So it was really, really powerful. And just connecting to your roots, it just makes you more, just me being a man, just makes me more secure in who I am and just my story. You know what I mean? Like my African name, my color, just everything about me. It just adds more like,
Clarity?
yeah, it adds more clarity and more like, it just adds more strength to who I am.
Grounded strength.
Yeah, it's like when you touch the continent and you're walking across the same lands that your ancestors walked on. It's real powerful. So yeah, it was good.
Very good.
Yeah.
After you return, I mean, I need to wake up very early because I work in the German time zone.
Yeah.
who's always woke up, or I don't know the right term, but always at the same time awake than I am is Kwasi, because Kwasi is even 30 minutes earlier than me. So you wake up 5 a.m.
Yeah.
When are you going to bed to wake up at 5 a.m.?
So
at 8 p.m. maybe?
it's an adjustment. No, I wish. I'm going to bed at like, on a great day, I'm going to bed at 11. So
It's too late. It's too little.
It's too little, and I have this.
Sleep thing.
Yeah. So like.
Me too. But
Right, and then I'm on a not so good day. I may be going to bed at like 1. So like
You
I have
can.
to take naps. But
I love naps. I love power
it's not the
naps.
same thing though.
But you need to change this
I know.
for the long term.
I gotta figure it out. But the whole idea came from like me like researching and reading about billionaires and millionaires and just powerful people in the industry. I have this book called The Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss, and like
Give it to me.
Tools of Titans, I got you. And they all talk about like their morning ritual, and everybody's getting up at 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. And the whole idea behind it is like you want to be able to get what you need to do for you out of the way before everybody else wakes up.
Honestly, I feel you. I can sign it what you're saying, because you don't have the space for yourself if from 7 a.m. on.
Emails, calls. There's
Yeah,
not enough time, so it's like I get up, I elevate my legs. I got that from Jesse's Apple. I pray to have a good day. Pray for my friends, family, loved ones. I do some push-ups, and then I can go meditate. I can drink some hot water to start my my digestive system. I can work out, do my like full workout that I do every day now because I'm trying to get ripped. It's just like I can do the stuff that I have to do for me because by the time 7, like you said, 7, 8, 9 a.m. comes around, it's like you get emails. It's like the real world starts. So it's just like before you plug in, it's like it's time for you to plug into yourself. You get your little reading on, your meditation. So that's the whole idea behind it. I do have to tweak it because.
What is tweak it?
Meaning like I have to like change it for the better so that it is more beneficial to me and my health because like sleep wise, I be getting like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. I'm just trying to like figure it out so that I can optimize my days. But yeah.
Can I give you a tip?
Sure.
My tip is, and it's very hard for me, but you need to set an alarm when you should go to bed. And I have two. I have the one who's like, Joyce, like take it slow, phone away, blah 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 blah. All the apps and all the settings you can, like from a certain time, it's off, and then you need to log in, and then you can use it, but it will go off again after 5 minutes and stuff. And then I have, even for me, I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it. I'm doing alarm to do 8:30. Doesn't work now, but I'm even coming closer to 10:15. And normally I'm this night owl, and then it's 11, and then it's 12, and then I'm like la, and la la la, and then la la la, and no. 8:30. The good ones, they go to bed at 8:30, and then they're fresh as hell at 5 a.m. That's the whole thing. It's about routine. It's about rhythm. It's about
optimization.
I think you can adjust it because I think it's good that you wake up at 5 a.m. and you just not focus enough if you have just like 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep. I think 7, 8 hours.
7, 8, 9.
It's perfect.
7,
at
8,
9,
9.
with 9 hours, I can change the world. I have like this, power, like this
glow.
Energy, But and I think also it's also so nice if you can lay in bed at 9 and can read a book. This is pure luxury. You know?
That's one of the ways to the best way I'm able to sleep is if I put my phone in another room.
That's the best.
Out of here. Don't even bring it to bed. Read a book before I go to bed because that always makes me go to sleep. And then just knock out. And even if I wake up during the middle of the night, don't touch my phone.
No.
Because if you do that, it's like it's like the Matrix. Like you tap back in and then you Instagram, text messages. You'll find Facebook. You'll find something to do. So you're right.
For sure. And I gave you one tip I learned because we had like a huge success with Wald, and we had this huge order from Net-a-Porter. And what I had is what I learned from this time, I had 16, 17, 18 hours of phone using a day, and reflecting back to this time, I learned one thing. Each morning I try to have 30 minutes, if I'm very good, 1 hour, but 30 minutes after I wake up without the phone. And so I hear my alarm. In Germany, I have even like a normal mechanical battery clock, where I don't use the phone. But I really say to wake up and have 30 minutes without a phone in the morning. Bliss.
That makes sense. I'm gonna get a stopwatch or like something like a little portable alarm because I use my phone.
Portable alarm.
I use my phone for the alarm, and then it's like I'm tapped back in, like Instagram, Facebook, text.
Or at least flight modus and just have the alarm and then have it.
No, but once I pick it up, it's on. It's on. I can't do it.
I love that you're so honest. Yes. I love it. Because honestly, it's so funny because our generation has different problems than our grandmothers had, right? Yeah. Very important for me is I know you love music.
I love music.
And I think we're coming closely to the last question. You can think about it. The last question is what brings you joy? But before that highlight question, what is your favorite song, or with which song you wanna jump on the dance floor?
So my favorite song of all time, number one, is "Love and Happiness" by Al Green. It's like, yeah, something make you do wrong, make you do right. It just makes me like, it's like a mood stabilizer and energy booster for me. Like if I'm feeling mad sad or something happened bad in the day and I hear that song, I'm just like, it makes me feel so like happy and joyous. So yeah, that song is super powerful for me. I like the words of the song is true. It's just, I love Al Green. That's my favorite artist ever. I don't even want to talk about it. He's just amazing. So "Love and Happiness" by Al Green is just,
Okay, you gotta listen. If you
that's
don't know
the
the song, you gotta listen to the song, please.
yes,
Yeah, it's a
absolutely.
good one. Also,
It's
the lyrics are very like nice.
yes, beautiful, beautiful.
And do you have a song, like for example, if you're like have a very tired day, and you're in your bathroom and you need like some like a boost? Is there something you like? You
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
dance song like where you like straight on like.
Yeah. Actually, I got
Which one is
two.
it?
I got
Okay,
two.
say two.
So I got the first one is "More Money, More Problems" with
From who is
it's
it?
Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. featuring P Diddy. It's like, you know, "More Money, More." Dun, 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 coming, dun, 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 I'm coming out.
I love the world
So that's,
to know.
yo.
Yeah, okay.
But the Biggie version, not the original. I forgot the original version. The Biggie version, because like when I saw that video for the first time, it just changed my life. They had the shiny suits. It was colorful. It was crazy. So that, and I love "Stanky Leg." It's like, it's a wild song.
I have no idea what stinky.
But it's like you do a dance and you make your legs stanky, and it's a great sound. But it's just "Stanky Leg" by the I think it's like G. I don't know.
Ah, but stinky leg.
Yeah,
Okay,
Stanky
we will
Leg,
Google
yeah,
this. I will do my homework for sure.
And Google a dance to go with it, because when it come on, you got to do the Stanky Leg dance with it.
Not that I'm very like, okay, she's not from here.
Right.
She's like from Europe. She
Nah,
has
you
no
gotta
clue.
hit it. You gotta hit the Stanky Leg. Yeah, for sure. You gotta do it.
Most important question, I think,
Yeah.
also of the interview. You gotta prepare yourself, you know? Getting in the mood is what brings you joy.
That's.
I mean, honestly, he's like me. He has like ton of things what brings him joy, but pick two.
Wow.
Very hard question. I
Two
know.
things that bring me joy. That's a great question. Two things that bring me joy. Woo! All right. So one thing is like, it's like when I'm in like a flow state where I'm just like, things are just running smoothly and I'm able to, like, I'm hitting my goals. Everything is good. That it just makes me feel like happy. I call it like if anybody, you ever saw Bruce Leroy's The Last Dragon or Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon? It's called The Last Dragon. You gotta see
No,
it.
send it to me.
So it's like he has the glow. So like the glow is like when your mind, body, and spirit is all one. It's like when that's happening, and it's like the money's flowing in, you're getting the rest, your jobs are, everything is good, and your family's happy, nobody's
And
complaining.
healthy, yeah.
It happens. So like when that's happening for me, at some point, it's just like that makes me so happy, because it's just like, yeah, you know what I mean? And it's not gonna happen all the time, but that
Yeah.
really, really brings me joy. Another thing that brings me joy is when my friends and family are like happy.
Yeah.
That is just like, because I
It's
can figure me
secure.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
can
secure.
figure me out. But like when they're like, everybody's good, everybody's happy, nobody like, that really makes me like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Because it's like, if everybody else is happy, it's gonna be a good day, a good week, good month, good year. So yeah, those are the two things, like a flow state when everything is just smooth, and then really when my friends and family are happy, that's like, yeah,
Check, yeah.
yeah.
Check.
Those are really important to me.
I wish you that you stay healthy,
Yeah.
that your family and friends stay healthy, that
Yeah.
you work on being in a good flow, and that I am able to see you more growing in the man you want to be, and that I'm able to be close to you, to uplift you whenever you need me, and that we stay friends.
I wish the same for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
Thank
interview.
you so much. Oh.
And also, you need to cook for me the salmon you cooked last time.
I've elevated my stuff. It's beyond salmon now. Like we doing, yeah. We got. It's a whole new menu. It's 2020. Everything is elevated. Yeah.
Okay. Setting the goals pretty high, man.
It needs to be. That's what life is about. Setting the goal, knocking it down, keep on going. You know.
High five to this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a good Sunday. Mwah.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.